I am sick and in my brother's room. But let's talk about Becky Rebecca, Patricia Armstrong in the Cannes Film Festival. Last time we talked about Freen being in the Met and why it's so important and who she represents. So today we're going to talk about Becky's one. To me, Becky represents two main groups of people. Number one, she represents everybody who has ever given their best to something they really love. Because Becky really wants to be in the industry and she has put in so much work to get to where she is. Because before she started, she's not someone that spoke a lot of Thai. And she worked really hard, especially in the Loyal Pin. Because in the Loyal Pin, they use a royal language that was not and is not in the modern Thai language. So she had to work really, really hard. If you look at the behind the scenes of Loyal Pin, she has put in so much time and effort. Look at all her notes to learn what she has to say so she can deliver them the way it's meant to be delivered. And number two, for all of you who think that you're not good enough, to think that you're not confident enough to deliver anything, to be the person that you want to be, Becky, if you look at when she started, she is someone that is an introvert. She hides behind people. She really does not look like she owns the space that she's given. Look at her in Gap. In Gap, she does look like she's gonna hide sometimes. She does not look like she owns the stage. But look at her walking down the carpet. Look at her in front of paparazzi, in front of the media. Compare her with Red Sea. Compare her with everything else before last year, before her concert. I think the concert was a big breakthrough for her. But now look at her. She owns the stage. She knows all eyes are on her. And she knows she looks good. But you can tell something within has changed. Can you imagine being 19 and being thrust and pushed to the forefront and you feeling not ready to where you are now? 4 to 5 years later, you own the stage. And I think also, right, her being announced as the ambassador of L'Oreal Paris, it does give you a sense of belonging. Even in Chanel, she was not as as this one. Because in Chanel's one, she was only a friend of Chanel at the time, and it was only announced after the Chanel fashion show. So, the sense of belonging, you can tell. She knows she's supposed to be there. A bit of background on Becky, because there's a lot of people who are still new to them, and they're just coming into who they are, and they don't know the origins. And Becky comes from a British dad and a Thai mom. So they had her at 13. She auditioned for Thailand Got Talent or something like that, and you can hear her singing, and she can speak Thai. But like what I said earlier, she just looks like someone that will like hide and be shy, and she really wants to take the stage. But like I said, she put herself out there. She has consistently been someone that does her best, and she does whatever she can in the moment that she can. These two are so important, and it contributes greatly to why she's so successful now. And I think, like, to have potential is one thing, to show great potential is another thing, and the most important thing is that you have to work towards getting and harnessing all that potential. And you can see Becky doing this exactly between the era of Loyal Pin and Uranus. And then in Long Live Love, these three eras are where she grew the most. And Loyal Pin is the result of all this growth. People are gonna bring in her background, saying that she's really well off. Like, here's the thing. Just because you're well off, it doesn't mean that you're gonna be successful. It just means that you have opportunities that the others do not have. That's it. But she made it work. She stepped into it. The point is that Becky stepped into every single opportunity she was given. Last year at the Cannes Festival, she was shy. Her eyes were terrified, basically. But this year, homegirl knows that she belongs there. She walked the red carpet like she owned it. She's so comfortable in front of cameras. It is such a huge difference to last year, the Cannes one last year, and Red Sea, and even the other shows after that. It was after her concert that you feel like, oh, she knows that she belongs there. The confidence is there. But back to Becky's life. She studied in a lot of international schools because her dad worked around the world. And then because they moved around so much, she was in New Zealand, and then she was in the UK or something. She moved around so much that she was not able to establish a lot of stable friendships the way that we would have, because we never moved so much, right? A lot of our friends follow us throughout primary school and secondary school and sometimes even university. So when she met Freen also said that when she was alone, she didn't have siblings and all that. So she was also like lonely in some sense. And I think when two lonely people come together and they match with each other, the energy matches, the mentality matches, and what they want in life matches. And I think also it helps that both of them are able to communicate really well to a lot of things. And we see this when 2023 event, 2023 scandal, they both, like I said in the Freen video, they both agreed to do what they have to do to make sure that they protect each other in the same way. So I think this really matured Becky to what the world is, right? But at the same time, she's not bitter about it. She takes it as a lesson and she tries to move forward with it. And now look at where they are. I am incredibly proud of Becky and of Freen for very different reasons, because the origin story is very, very different for the both of them. Becky specifically has very ambitious goals, and I think with the way she is and with the confidence she has now, she's gonna be able to reach that, not say very easily, because I feel like being in Thailand, it will be like a different market, but she wants to go to Hollywood, right? And looking the way she looks, she belongs in Hollywood. Look at how she looks at the I think in this industry of like Hollywood and the entertainment industry, you have to really own who you are. You have to really own what you do and the identity and the image you're trying to give out to the public. Because if you're not sure about it, you're wishy-washy, how are you gonna tell people like this is who I am? And I think since she wants to go to Hollywood, people in Hollywood really like it. Like from the looks of media and articles and all that, they really like it when you have an identity. And I think Becky's ready now. Like last time, like maybe a few years ago, maybe we would think like, oh, Becky's not ready. Like she looks not terrified, but she doesn't look like she owns it yet. You know, too young. When you're under like a certain age, a certain confidence requires the kind of time to teach you these things. And now when you look at her recent Getty images, even the one where she's barefaced and fresh off the plane, she knows she looks good. This girl knows that she's doing it because she deserves to be there. Like, it's such a huge difference. I'm just really proud of Becky, and I'm really glad that she still wanted to finish her education, because a lot of people, when they get to this stage of fame, they're not gonna want it or need it, right? But I feel maybe if we get Monk era, right, the entire year of 2024, we get nothing from them, and they are like determined to like do as minimal as possible, and this shows how much impact the 2023 incident is on them, right? It could be possible that yes, she wanted to do law and all that, maybe this whole situation, and because of how complicated and vague certain rules are, that made her want to do law even more, because Becky does seem like someone that wants to protect people that she loves, and this is the one way she can do it. I'm not saying that's the reason, but it's not possible to imagine that that incident would affect her that much. I'm just proud of her. I want to see more of her. Oh, she's grown to be such a beautiful young woman. I cannot be a parent. I'll just cry every time I see them grow up. Oh.